What's up everyone, it's Daniel, back here for a video. We're going to be talking about how you can become a Vision OS developer and build apps on the Apple Vision Pro and whatever other VR headset Apple might create in the future. So the first thing you're going to have to know, the most important, is Swift. Swift is basically Apple's main programming language. You're going to need to know Swift to build any sort of iOS application, that being an iPhone application or an iPad application, doesn't matter. Swift is what Apple uses. It's their most important programming language, and it's their main one. The next thing you're going to have to learn is Swift UI. Swift UI is an Apple framework that basically allows you to customize the front end of your application in really simple terms. Again, it's very important to know when you're building any sort of iOS application. And the same applies to building Vision OS applications too. You're going to have to know it to actually build kind of like the front end. The next thing you're going to have to know, now that you've got a Swift and Swift UI, is basically Apple frameworks in general. Now, there are hundreds of them, and you could really kind of pick and choose from now on whichever ones you really need to build your application. But there are two that are super important. You have to know these when you're building Vision OS apps. All right, the first one is called ARKit. ARKit is basically like the back end. You can kind of think of it more so like how you actually place virtual 3D objects on your application. And the next one is called RealityKit. And RealityKit is basically kind of like the front end of more so the animations regarding your 3D objects in your application. Now that you got Swift, Swift UI, ARKit, and RealityKit, you should learn some sort of 3D rendering development. And what do I mean by that? It's like, for example, whenever you want to make 3D objects, you got to learn how to actually make and render those 3D objects for your program. What I would recommend people to learn is Blender. Blender is a platform that allows you to create 3D objects and like environments. It's been around for many years. There's plenty of tutorials online, fully free software. And personally, I've been using it to create 3D objects for my Vision OS applications and environments, and I have yet to have any problems. Worked perfectly fine for me. You can easily convert the files. Technically, whenever you export a file from Blender, it's going to be in USD. That's the file name. You could easily convert that to a USDZ file and then upload it onto your Vision Pro application. But that said, I recommend a lot of people study Blender to actually create 3D objects and environments for your Vision Pro application. So yeah, just a quick recap. First Swift, then Swift UI, then ARKit, then RealityKit. Like ARKit/RealityKit you could kind of study at the same time. And then like Blender or whatever other 3D rendering software you might want to use. That's really it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.